Hey there, you beautiful bastards! Welcome back to the Drunken Rant Uncensored. I'm Liam, and this smoking hot lady next to me is
Olivia. And let me tell you, we are absolutely shit-faced tonight.
Fuck yeah, we are. Straight from the bottom of a tequila bottle. So buckle up your livers and get ready for some ranting and raving. Tonight we're calling this one
Hacked off.
Because, well, you're about to be.
Seriously, you guys, this shit is wild. Remember that time you texted your ex after one too many margaritas or, accidentally sent your boss that embarrassing meme?
Oh, hell yeah. We've all been there. You know what I'm talking about.
Well, guess what? Some sneaky-ass Chinese hackers might have been watching that go down.
No fucking way. For real.
Dead serious. It's this group called Salt Typhoon, and they've been chilling in U.S. telecom systems for 2 years.
2 years? Are you shitting me? I could barely remember what I had for breakfast.
I feel you, babe, but this is some seriously scary shit. Think about it. These hackers have been snooping around in companies like AT&T, Verizon, Lumen, all the big names.
So you're telling me those drunk dials to my grandma might have been intercepted by Chinese spies? That's messed up, man.
It's actually pretty messed up, Liam, and it gets even worse. They were targeting officials from both presidential campaigns, even Trump and Vance.
Oh, man. Can you imagine the dirt those hackers must have dug up? I bet they've got some seriously juicy gossip.
Liam, focus. This is bigger than political gossip. They could have accessed everyday Americans' communications too. Your texts, emails, even phone calls.
Holy shit. So you're telling me my sexting game is compromised?
Maybe, Liam, but that's not the worst of it. The government's been trying to kick these hackers out, but it's like trying to get rid of cockroaches. They could still be lurking in the system.
Well, fuck me. What are we supposed to do? Change all our passwords to password 123?
Very funny, Liam. But seriously, the White House is pushing for stronger cybersecurity measures. This shit just got real, folks.
Cybersecurity? Sounds boring as hell. Speaking of boring, does anyone even remember what CALEA is? I vaguely remember something about that from college.
CALEA is the law enforcement wiretap system. You know, the one they use to listen in on criminals? Well, guess what? That was just one of the hackers' targets. So basically, anyone who could be tapped by law enforcement could have been tapped by these hackers too. That means your phone records, Liam, could have been accessed.
So you're telling me our privacy is totally screwed? I knew it. The government's always spying on us.
Hold your horses, Liam. It's not just the government. These were Chinese hackers, remember? But it gets even better. Some senators are so pissed about this whole thing that they're demanding an investigation into the Pentagon's reliance on unsecured networks. They sent a letter, the whole 9 yards.
Wait, the Pentagon? You mean those guys who are supposed to be protecting us? Are they using 12345 as their password too?
Don't be ridiculous, Liam. The senators are basically saying that the Pentagon has been relying on systems that are way too easy to hack, and they want them to renegotiate their contracts with wireless carriers to require better cybersecurity. It's like, hello, Pentagon, you're supposed to be the big dogs.
You know, that's a damn good point. Why the hell are we trusting these companies with our data if they can't even keep out a bunch of Chinese hackers?
Exactly, Liam. And that's what these senators are trying to figure out. They're pissed that our data has been so vulnerable for so long, and they're calling for some serious changes.
You know what? This is making my head spin, and I'm not even sure it's the tequila anymore.
I feel you, Liam. This is some seriously heavy shit.
Let's take a break for a second. I need another drink.
Hold on there, cowboy. We're not done yet.
All right, you're the boss. You want to know what's really messed up about all of this?
What's that, Liam?
We're talking about this like it's some big surprise. But let's be real. We've been handing over our data to these companies for years. We practically beg them to track our every move, every purchase, every damn thing we do online.
That's true, Liam. We've become so used to the convenience of the digital world that we've almost forgotten about the risks. But this whole Salt Typhoon thing has really thrown those risks into sharp relief.
It's like we've been sleepwalking through this digital minefield, and now we've finally tripped a wire.
And it's not just about our personal data, Liam. Think about all the businesses, the government agencies, the critical infrastructure that relies on these networks. It's a huge mess.
So what you're saying is we're all fucked.
I wouldn't say we're fucked, Liam. But we definitely need to wake up and start taking this seriously.
All right, folks. You heard the lady. Time to ditch those smartphones and start communicating with smoke signals.
Liam, you're drunk.
Maybe just a little. But hey, that's what makes this show so much fun, right?
I guess you've got a point. But let's try to stay focused here. Our listeners deserve the truth, even if it is delivered with a side of tequila.
You're right. Always thinking about the fans. You're the best, Olivia.
I know. So where were we? Ah, yes, the implications. This whole situation raises some serious questions about cybersecurity in America. I mean, if Chinese hackers can infiltrate our telecom systems for 2 years without anyone noticing, what else can they do? And for how long?
Damn, that is scary when you think about it.
Oh.
What if they're listening to us right now?
It's possible, and that's not even the worst of it. Imagine if these hackers had access to sensitive government information or military communications. This is some serious Jason Bourne shit.
Holy shit, if that happened, we'd be totally fucked. What are they doing over the Pentagon? Playing tiddlywinks?
Hey now, Liam. We don't know all the details yet. Let's not jump to conclusions.
All right. But seriously, folks, this is some scary shit. And we're not even talking about the implications for national security yet.
Liam, that's actually a good point. This is way bigger than just our personal data. Think about the potential for espionage, for sabotage.
I know, right? It's like we're living in a goddamn spy movie.
All right, Liam, I think we need another drink.
Now you're talking.
But seriously, folks, stay tuned for part 2, where we'll dive even deeper into this Chinese hacking madness. We'll be back after this short break. Welcome back, you magnificent degenerates, to the Drunken Rant Uncensored.
Round 2, baby. Let's get this party started. Olivia hit me with another one of those tequila truth bombs. What else is going on with this whole hacking thing? I feel like we just scratched the surface.
You're right, Liam. There's a lot more to unpack here. Remember those senators we were talking about before? The ones who were all over the Pentagon's ass about their crappy cybersecurity?
Yeah.
Well, they're not just complaining, they're actually demanding some serious changes.
Yeah, I remember. They want the Pentagon to, crack down on those telecom companies and make sure they're actually protecting our data.
Exactly. They're demanding that the Pentagon renegotiate its contracts with these wireless carriers to force them to beef up their security measures. And honestly, it's about damn time.
Couldn't agree more, Olivia. Those companies have been raking in billions of dollars while leaving our data vulnerable to hackers. It's like they're running a damn brothel with our information and not even providing condoms.
Liam, that's disgusting. But you know what? You're not wrong. These companies have a responsibility to protect our data. They can't just keep lining their pockets while leaving us exposed to these digital predators.
You tell them, Olivia. It's time for them to step up and take some damn responsibility. It's our data, our lives, our goddamn nudes. They can't just treat it like some chief hooker.
Okay, Liam, that's enough with the hooker analogies. But you're right, this is serious. The Pentagon needs to use its power to force these companies to improve their security practices.
All right, fine. No more hooker analogies. But you gotta admit, it's a pretty damn good metaphor.
It's really not, Liam, but I get your point. This is a big deal. All of our personal data is at risk here. Everything from our text messages to our financial information. We need to make sure those in power are taking this seriously and doing everything they can to protect us.
You know what else pisses me off? The fact that these Chinese hackers were chilling in our telecom systems for 2 years. 2 goddamn years. And nobody noticed. Are you telling me nobody over at AT&T or Verizon saw those little red flags popping up?
It's pretty mind-blowing, isn't it? It just goes to show how vulnerable our systems are and how much work we need to do to improve our cybersecurity.
It's like those hackers were having a goddamn rave in our telecom networks, and nobody even bothered to check their ID.
Liam, enough with the party analogies.
Fine. But seriously, folks, this is a wake-up call. We need to be more vigilant about protecting our data and holding those in power accountable for their cybersecurity failures. We need to be asking questions, demanding answers, and raising hell until they get their shit together.
Couldn't agree more. And that's why we do this show right, to shine a light on these important issues and get people talking.
Damn right. We're like the digital watchdogs of the podcasting world, barking up the right trees and sniffing out the truth.
Liam, I love your enthusiasm, but we're not quite watchdogs. I think we're more like those little birds that clean the teeth of crocodiles.
What the hell are you talking about, Olivia?
You know those birds that fly into the mouths of crocodiles and pick out all the food stuck in their teeth? We're like that. We're getting into the dirty, dangerous places that nobody else wants to touch and exposing the truth.
That's actually a pretty good analogy. I'll give you that. But hey, at least we're getting people to think right. And maybe even laugh a little bit along the way.
True that, Liam. Laughter is the best medicine, they say, especially when you're drowning your sorrows in tequila.
Speaking of tequila, I think it's time for another round.
Liam, we talked about this. No more tequila until after the show.
Fine. You're no fun.
I am fun. I'm just trying to be responsible.
Okay. Responsible, Olivia. I can live with that. But can we at least talk about something a little less depressing for a minute, like how hot those senators are in their little suits and ties?
Liam, focus. We have a job to do. And besides, you're already with me, remember?
Oh, right. That's right. I hit the jackpot. But speaking of politics, didn't you say something about this whole hacking thing being a bipartisan issue? That's pretty rare these days, right?
You're right, Liam. It's not often that you see Democrats and Republicans agreeing on anything, especially when it comes to something as sensitive as national security.
So maybe there's hope for our democracy after all. A bunch of Chinese hackers messing with our elections might just be the thing that brings us all together. Who would have thought?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Liam. But it is refreshing to see them come together on an issue that affects all Americans.
You know what would be even more refreshing? Another tequila shot. But fine, we'll stay focused for now. What else do we need to know about this whole hacking fiasco?
Well, one of the things that really concerns me is the fact that these hackers were able to steal a massive amount of metadata on phone calls and texts.
Metadata? What the hell is that? Sounds like something you'd order at a fancy restaurant.
It's basically information about your communications, but not the actual content of those communications. So, for example, they could see who you called when you called them and how long you talked, but they wouldn't be able to hear the actual conversation.
Oh, so like they could see that I called my bookie at 3 a.m., but they wouldn't know if I won or lost my bet.
Exactly. But even though they couldn't hear the actual conversations, the metadata itself can still reveal a lot about your life, like who you're in contact with, where you go, and what you're interested in.
Damn. That's kind of creepy when you think about it. It's like they're watching us from the shadows, piecing together our lives like some sick jigsaw puzzle.
It is creepy, Liam. And it's a reminder that even seemingly innocent data can be used to create a detailed profile of your life.
So basically, those Chinese hackers could have a whole dossier on me by now. They probably know more about me than my own mother.
It's possible, Liam. And that's why it's so important to be aware of the risks and take steps to protect your privacy. We're not just talking about your sexting game anymore, Liam. This is serious shit.
All right. You've made your point. So what can we do about it? Should we all just start talking in code?
Don't be ridiculous, Liam. But there are things you can do to minimize your digital footprint and make it harder for hackers to track you. Think of it like being a spy. You need to cover your tracks, use aliases, stay off the grid.
Ooh, I like that. Olivia, you're turning me into a goddamn secret agent. What kind of spy gadgets do we need?
Liam, we're not talking about James Bond here. But there are some simple things you can do, like using a VPN to encrypt your internet traffic and a privacy-focused search engine like DuckDuckGo instead of Google.
DuckDuckGo? What the hell is that? Sounds like something you'd find in a petting zoo.
It's a search engine that doesn't track your searches or collect data about you. Think of it like a private detective for the internet.
Interesting. Maybe I should give that a try. What else can I do? I'm feeling like a digital badass over here. Bring on the hackers.
That's the spirit, Liam. You should also be careful about the apps you download and the websites you visit. Make sure they're reputable and have strong privacy policies.
Okay, I get it. No more downloading sketchy apps from the dark web. But what about those apps we already have? The ones that are already tracking our every move?
That's a good question, Liam, and it's one that a lot of people are asking right now. We need to demand better cybersecurity from the companies we do business with. Vote with your dollars, folks. Choose companies that prioritize privacy and security.
You know what, Olivia? You're absolutely right. We need to stop being passive consumers and start demanding better from these companies.
Exactly. And we need to hold our elected officials accountable as well. They're the ones who are supposed to be protecting our interests.
You tell them, Olivia. Let's get those bastards in line. It's time for a digital revolution.
Liam, I love your passion, but let's try to keep things civil, okay?
All right. No need to storm the Capitol yet, but we can definitely make our voices heard.
That's right, Liam. And that's what this show is all about, giving a voice to the people, even if those voices are a little bit slurred. Stay tuned for part 3, folks, where we're going to dive even deeper into this digital rabbit hole. We'll be back after this short break.
Welcome back, you glorious drunks, to the Drunken Rant Uncensored.
It's the final countdown, baby. Time to finish this bottle of tequila and wrap up this crazy episode.
That's right, Olivia. We're serving up the truth with a side of tequila shots. I'm feeling a little fuzzy around the edges right now, not gonna lie.
Me too, Liam. But hey, that's what makes this show so damn entertaining, right? Raw, unfiltered, and completely inebriated. Just like our listeners.
Speaking of our listeners, have we reminded them to hit that subscribe button and leave us a 5-star review?
Don't worry, Liam, I got it covered. You guys know what to do. Show us some love and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on our next drunken deep dive into the world's biggest clusterfucks.
That's my girl. Always thinking about the fans. You're the best, Olivia. But enough with the pleasantries. Let's get back to business. This whole Chinese hacking thing has got me feeling like I need to wrap my phone in tinfoil and hide in a bunker.
I know, Liam, it's pretty unsettling, right? But panicking isn't going to help. Knowledge is power, remember?
So what you're saying is I need to educate myself before I start hoarding toilet paper and building a doomsday shelter in my backyard.
Exactly. The more we understand about the threats out there, the better equipped we'll be to protect ourselves. It's like learning self-defense, but for the digital world.
Okay, I'm listening.
Yeah.
Tell me, Sensei Olivia, what are the secrets to becoming a digital ninja? I'm ready to kick some hacker ass.
Well, first of all, you need to ditch that password 123 bullshit, Liam.
Ouch. Okay, I get it. Strong passwords. Anything else?
Yes. Enable two-factor authentication on all your accounts. It's like having a bodyguard for your data.
Two-factor authentication. Sounds complicated. Is that like one of those math problems they make you solve before you can log in?
It's not that complicated, Liam. Most apps and websites offer it these days. It just means you need to enter a code from your phone or email in addition to your password. It makes it much harder for hackers to get into your accounts, even if they have your password.
Okay, that doesn't sound too bad. What else? Give me all the juicy tips.
Be careful about what you share online. Think before you post. And be wary of suspicious links or emails. You don't want to click on something that's going to download a virus or malware onto your computer.
Wait a minute. Are you saying I shouldn't open that email from the Nigerian prince who wants to give me millions of dollars?
Liam, seriously, come on, you're smarter than that.
Okay, I know. But you got to admit, those emails are pretty tempting.
Liam, focus. This is about protecting your data and not getting rich quick.
Oh, all right, I'm listening. So strong passwords, two-factor authentication. Be careful what I click on. Got it. What else?
Use privacy-focused tools and services like a VPN and DuckDuckGo, like we talked about earlier. They can help to protect your data and keep your online activity private.
Okay, so basically I need to become a digital ghost. Vanish into the internet ether and leave no trace behind.
Not exactly, Liam. It's more about being mindful of your digital footprint and taking steps to minimize the amount of data you're sharing with these companies.
Okay, I'm starting to get it now. But you know what really pisses me off about all this? The fact that the government knew about this hacking thing for months before they told us. What the hell were they thinking?
Yeah, that's a tough one, Liam. They were trying to figure out the extent of the breach and develop a plan to kick the hackers out. But some people are arguing that they should have alerted the public sooner. It's like they didn't trust us to handle the truth.
Exactly. We have a right to know if our data is at risk. It's our goddamn data. We should be able to decide how it's used and who has access to it.
I agree, Liam. Transparency is crucial when it comes to cybersecurity. We need to demand better from our elected officials.
You know what, Olivia? You're absolutely right. We need to raise some hell and make sure they know we're not going to take this lion down.
That's the spirit, Liam. This is about more than just cybersecurity. It's about our fundamental right to privacy. It's about freedom.
Damn right. It's time to fight back against these digital tyrants. We're not going to let them control our lives.
That's right, Liam. This is our digital Alamo. We need to stand our ground and fight for our rights.
All right, folks, you heard the lady. It's time to grab your keyboards and smartphones and join the digital revolution.
And if you need some liquid courage to fuel your fight, we highly recommend a nice bottle of tequila.
That's right. Tequila and truth. That's what the Drunken Rant Uncensored is all about.
Thanks for listening, you magnificent bastards. Stay safe, stay informed, and stay drunk.
And don't forget to subscribe. We'll be back next time with another dose of drunken truth-telling.
If you're enjoying these podcasts, make sure to subscribe. Thanks once again, and we'll see you soon.